Computer. Okay, welcome everybody to the Nevada Car Coalition November's meeting. And we have two people here with two different organizations. We're going to talk a little bit, let them talk about their car club and their organization. We're going to start with Charlie. And Charlie Hyatt, tell us where you're from.
Hi, I live in Washoe Valley and I've been a member of Lake Tahoe Corvette Club since 2009.
Great, great. Tell us a little bit about your car club.
Well, Lake Tahoe Corvette Club was founded in 1989 by some Corvette enthusiasts who live up at the lake. And I've noticed that as we're aging, fewer people want to live up at the lake. So most of our membership base is down in the Carson Valley area. Okay. And at the present time, we have about 66 paid members.
Wow.
Basically, we have come to the end of our active year. Our member meetings are in the months of March through November. And that is, of course, because we used to be up at the lake and it was very difficult to travel during the winter months. And so, anyway, basically, as you can tell from our name, we are a Corvette club. We welcome Corvettes of all years, C1s through C8s. We also encourage people who are enthusiasts to join our club. So Corvette ownership is not mandatory to be a member of our club. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's see what else. I've just zoomed right through that.
I'll ask a couple questions. Do you guys have regular meetings and when are they?
We have our regular meetings in the months of March through November, the first Tuesday of each month. We have a social hour before the meeting, which starts around 4:30 to 4:45, and the meeting starts promptly at 6 p.m. We hold our meetings right now and hopefully for the foreseeable future at La Capitale Restaurant on College Parkway in Carson City.
Okay. Now, do you guys do any events or is it just basically social gatherings?
We used to hold one of the premier car shows in the area. We had car shows up until 2017. We had attendance of 200 cars registered, so we had over 400 people attending our events. And then Lake Tahoe decided to build their convention center right where our car show was always held. So that kind of put the kibosh on that. And we have to date not been able to find anything to replace that. Um, but we do enjoy car shows. We do enjoy all kinds of activities. We are always willing to help other clubs with their events.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so basically, we're pretty social club most of the time. We like to go on caravans to different places, and we're right now talking about our 2025 events, and we are planning hopefully a trip down to Nethercutt Museum in Silmar, and we're trying to do things that are fun. We've gone out to the Fallon Naval Air Station. That was an amazing
Oh, I bet that
event.
was fun.
Oh, it was absolutely incredible. Yes.
How did you guys do that? How'd you set that up?
They have a person who is the liaison for the public. Um, and unfortunately, I had known this gentleman for a number of years. He retired last summer, so I do not know who the current liaison is to contact. But if you look at the website for the Fallon Naval Air Station, there should be a name for that person.
Good.
So, and if anybody wants to do it, I'll be happy to try and help.
Perfect. Okay, good. Well, this will
Okay.
go out to the coalition, so that would really be fun, I think.
It's wonderful. It's absolutely
Yeah.
fascinating.
How long were you guys out there at the station?
Um, Over an hour, I believe. We got to go up to the tower and watch the aircraft take off and land, and and we were listening to the different, him talk about the different types of aircraft, and it was just absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Hmm.
On your car shows that you're not doing anymore, you did them up in Tahoe at the where the new event center is?
Correct. We held them up at the Mont Bleu.
Did you try or have you guys thought about trying to contact, I think, Harvey's? Because when I lived up there, we did the cool September days, which I think they're still doing. I mean, I'm not part of it anymore, but they actually used the rear parking lot. It was a pretty big show.
Okay, the parking lots behind the casinos on that side of the street were pretty torn up last time I was there. We
Okay.
had gone to the Hard Rock, and it was all I could do to keep myself from laughing while I was talking to these people because they wanted top dollar for everything, and they couldn't even accommodate a group our size.
Mm. And I think they
So,
did some car stuff up at Heavenly Valley parking lot too at some point.
mhm. Okay, well, if anybody has any connections to that, I mean, we would certainly be happy to hear this because, like I said, I still to this date, our last car show was in 2017, and I still get inquiries about are we going to have another car show?
Well,
We
people
had
want to go
people
to
come,
Tahoe. They
yeah,
want to go to Tahoe.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah, we had a group come all the way from Florida to one of our car shows. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah. That's great.
Mhm.
That's great. Let's see here. Karen, do you have anything to add to that or anything you want to chime in on?
Nope, I think she covered everything.
Except our contact information,
Yep.
which looking at my little thing here. Okay, so our website is www.laketahoecorvetteClub.org. And if you want to contact me, I answer all the club correspondence to Lake Tahoe Corvette Club at hotmail.com.
Good. Good. Okay. Well, that's awesome. We'll get this out to other people. And Rory, I'm going to turn it over to you so
Okay.
you can talk with Jeff and Linda.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Hi.
The reason I contacted Jeff and Linda is they put on a Veterans Honor Ride motorcycle event every year. And adding motorcycles to our event, I thought of them right away and contacted them, and I'll let them explain what they do. And we thought it'd be a great partnership for our summer salute. So go ahead, Jeff and Linda.
Well, hello, I am Jeff Fisher, and this is my wonderful wife, Linda.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak tonight. And Rory, thank you for contacting us and letting us in on a possibility here. A little bit about us. We do hold the Honor Ride for Veterans. It's a motorcycle. It's a benefit event. It's competitive. The format of the event was a 30-day event. Riders were awarded points for the miles that they rode in the month, whether back and forth to work, vacation. And then they were also awarded points for the donations that they solicited under their name. It's all done over the web. We have a web presence that they signed on to and got their donations through that site. We had quite a few sponsors that got us off with seed money. We had quite a few sponsors from dealerships in town to support for prizes for the awards and stuff like that. And then we also used a local company out of Carson to present the awards we had made. We're kind of disappointed this year in attempting to put that same style of rally on. We've talked to several insurance agencies, and they're letting us know that the underwriters are reluctant to underwrite anything like this anymore. We've gone through the American Motorcycle Association. LPL here in town and a company out of Chicago. They're reluctant. So we were looking at this point for a different venue to help raise money for Honor Flight. Our event last year, we collected $7,575, and 100% of all of our donations went to Honor Flight. We're a 501c3. We were excited to do that. We want to support veterans. Going forward, Rory contacted us, let us know that you're having or you're attempting in the summer salute to have a motorcycle presence. We would love to partner and help with that. We're very much for open communication, any kind of ideas that you may have, or how we can dovetail in or partnership with that, or how we can promote it. We're very close to a lot of the dealers in town, a lot of the associated clubs of motorcycles. They are aware of the terminology on a ride for veterans. That's us. Any questions you may have?
Yeah, I got one. How when you put the event on, how many bikes did you have?
Well, this was we had 20 riders in this event, and it's a national registration site that they go on. Like Rory, help me out with Bright Event or whatever you use.
Eventbrite, yes.
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite,
It's similar
okay.
to that, and they registered there. We got the information. We had riders from Kentucky, Tennessee, and we had most of our riders were local riders.
Now, did they just do a rally locally where they're at? Is that what you guys?
No, the basis of the rally was that they registered. They got a T-shirt similar to like you folks do. They got stickers, those kinds of things, just for registering. And then they logged their miles from wherever they were at the beginning of the month, and they logged their miles at the end of the month. That was tracked. There was no specific location that they met at. And during that month, they went out to family and friends and said, donate under my name. Go to the website, pick my name, buy my name, and donate how much ever you want. One of the participants was over $1,300 in collecting funds from family and acquaintances. We had one lady from Millington, Tennessee that rode over 15,000 miles in that month. Single lady, 58 years old, on a trike, rode to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, and back
Jesus.
from Millington, Tennessee. It was amazing.
Wow.
So just to talk about what Jeff and Linda and I talked about the other day was since they are probably not going to be able to do anything like that again, and they were talking about making it a show and shine. So I thought if they partnered with us, put motorcycles in a certain parking place, they could have a show and shine, and they volunteered to help park the motorcycles and also help with get some sponsorship out of the dealers that they've gone to in the past.
And maybe some people for booths, things like that. I know that you have registration and for, getting people to set up booths, or maybe motorcycle, maybe like Harley Davidson set up a booth, in that area.
So from going national, you'd be going local. Is that what I
We
hear?
would. Yeah.
Is there any way that national would want to, I don't even, just an idea, I don't even know how they could participate some way in sponsorships for your event here?
That's a great idea. Most of our advertising has always been local. It's just that registration site that we use hits national, and folks are out there like, they understood that all the donations went to Honor Flight Nevada. But it's like, I want to donate, I want to ride, I want to be competitive. And that's that was the social aspect of it.
I mean, I don't know how they could, but if you've got some people that are really wanting to donate nationally, why not tap into them and somehow make them part of this event? I don't know what way. Maybe they sponsor a trophy with some money. Who knows? I don't know. If we're just going to go now for bikes for show and shine, well, I think we can accommodate that, can't we, Alan?
Well, we have on our list, Rory and Vicky put on here, best motorcycle stock and best motorcycle modified. So there's going to be two awards for motorcycles the day of the event.
But the park would accommodate them, wouldn't it?
We can make that happen. The only thing they'd have to do is they'd have to bring a plate to put their kickstands on because everything's going to fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rory did talk about that, the plates, and we can probably get maybe some of the local dealers to donate those.
Yeah. Yeah, that because we talked about that at the park when they first come in the park, just lining them up along that back road there, just keeping it all nice and straight along there as the cars come in.
And doesn't that have a fencing there, or is that where we're going to put the delineator?
Well, the fence would be on the right. They would park on the left because that's where the grass area is.
Okay.
So, but we could definitely accommodate a lot of scooters. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, and Rory had mentioned that you're looking hopefully for at least 50, which that's what our hope would be also, that we could at least get 50. I mean, we'd obviously do our absolute best to get that many.
Do you guys have a database of participants that you can tap into locally?
Yes.
All the dealerships, all the names, all the meetings, the times of the meeting. Jeff pretty much went to every single meeting they had at least 3 months prior.
All of the clubs, the local hog clubs, the Blue Knights, combat veterans, a lot of the clubs in town. Carson City.
And you guys should have a heck of a database because like just our database alone that we put together for Summer Salute, what do we have, 800 cars?
Yeah. Rory said there was a lot.
And there's a lot of motorcycles.
Yeah.
Tim even has a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm all in for motorcycles.
We got number one
I'm sitting
already.
in my Harley Davidson room right now. If you look at the colors.
See, we already started off with one, and I think we might have two.
There you go. So, yeah, if we can start reaching out to all the clubs, saying that the Summer Salute, it is for veterans. Registration is going to be $40. They get a T-shirt with that, and they bring their bikes and hang out for the day. Where we're going to park them, we'll make sure that after so many bikes line up, we can leave a space for canopies and things like that for the day. So people, can kick back and relax by their bikes because, you're going to have people walking around asking questions. It's no different than just a car show. People see there's a lot of people that love motorcycles. I'm one of them. I haven't ridden in years, but I do like a good looking bike.
We were in the Veterans Parade yesterday, and there was probably 100 bikes just in the Veterans Parade.
Yeah.
So Jeff, let me ask this. Rory, we're going to have some bike clubs on next month, correct?
Correct. The Blue Knights and then the Virginia City Silent Riders.
Let me ask you, either one of you, Rory or Jeff, I don't know who's the best contact for this. Do you know the heads of the other clubs outside of what Rory just mentioned? Are there a few other names you could add to a list?
Nathan, off the top of my head, Nathan is with Northern Nevada Hog. Opie is with the dealership in Carson. Travis is with Reno Harley Davidson. I would have to look up the gentleman from both the Blue Knights and the BMW club here in town.
Okay,
I've been in contact with all those folks.
Let me throw this out there. I'm looking at my calendar here. If we're going to have the motorcycle guys on next month, why don't you guys, Jeff and Linda, see if you can get those guys with Rory, and Rory will coordinate with me that we can get those guys added to the list to explain what we're doing so they can go back to their clubs and start promoting within.
Perfect.
That would be the Zoom next month, and you'd be on and with the rest of us and all the other clubs, and maybe you can coordinate with Rory. And let me just look, see if I can find my calendar here. That would be December 9th. At the same time, December 9th at 6 o'clock, come on. And I guess basically we would be talking about the Summer Salute along with getting the motorcycles really, really heavily involved. I know it's a hard thing for them to do with car shows, but I mean, I've tried and never been successful. But if we can get them on, they understand what's going on here. Maybe they can add trophies to the thing. I don't know. We got two now. Maybe you got some other ideas for other trophy presentations.
Well, the thing with it is it's an event. What we found out is it's an event. They do like to talk to other motorcycle riders. They do like to look at other bikes. Rory said that there's going to be food trucks there. What's in it for them? He's talked about the trifecta, I think he called it, the raffle. What's the event? What's in it for them? What's the entertainment factor for them? And to promote that to those clubs is what we found out.
Well, okay, so let me ask this. What do they do when they have that big event in Reno? I mean, what do they like to do?
They like to walk around and look at bikes.
Yeah, and that's basically what we're doing here. This show is it's no different than any other show. It's there for the entertainment of walking around, looking at motorcycles and cars, talking to the participants and things like that. So hang on a second.
It's
We
for
will
the
have a
veterans. That's what they're getting
And the
out of it.
veterans.
They're getting out of the whole deal the ability to give to the veterans.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
that's the thing that's most promoted. And
That's
even
the key.
all of the clubs that we've seen are like, oh, it's for the veterans. It's for a veterans cause. 100% of our donations last year went to Honor Flight. Folks were just ecstatic that it's the money stayed in the community.
Right. And we don't make the car an all day event because, after a while in the sun, people do get a little bit bored and stuff like that. I think we're going to do our awards at what, 2:00 or 3:00?
No, it's two, I think.
2:00.
Yeah.
And then we're done. So our biggest challenge for this show is making sure we get all the cars in and motorcycles in and parked expeditiously. Let's put it that way, because we're hoping to have cars alone. We'd like to have between 400 and 500 cars, and it might even exceed that. That's why we're going to have like two groups of people parking cars that day. And it's a lot of cars to park. Motorcycles, I think that's going to be the easiest thing. If you guys come in, whether they came one at a time or 50 came in, we can just pull them in, turn left and park right there and just line them up. That would be awesome.
You will probably most likely get clubs that ride in a group.
Right.
So,
That's good.
50, whatever at a time.
And I think I was thinking about this when Rory talked about that the other day, the way we're doing the parking. We could have the motorcycles skirt by the cars and make to the left of the cars so they don't have to wait in line. We have a very quick way of bringing cars in. You don't have to stop and register and all this other stuff. We go park and then everybody goes to registration. We just have a way to monitor that. So.
Yeah, Rory was telling us a little bit about the marking of the parking spots and how those are monitored. And then, obviously we could do the same with the motorcycles. Line them up.
Line them up.
Yeah. Well, as we get closer, you guys will probably go meet us at the park and we'll show you where everything's going to happen.
Yeah.
Where you're going to park and that kind of thing. Do you guys, the motorcycle group, kind of do their own thing, or do they intermingle with the cars, or do they need to separate themselves with different things?
I think they do both. I think anybody that's interested in motorcycles is interested in old cars.
Yeah, it's a motor. It moves down the road. It's an experience, and I think you'll get a lot of them walking around the cars, looking at cars also.
Sure.
Usually.
We need to
be a
make
lot
any
of vendors.
changes to our registration to accommodate the motorcycles.
Say again, I'm sorry, I missed part of the question.
This was actually probably more for Al or somebody. Do we need to make changes to our registration process in order to or just our form in order to accommodate the motorcycles?
I think we just need to add a line for
Yeah,
motorcycles.
it's just a line.
It's real simple,
Okay.
especially with
That'll be on a vet.
All they do is
right?
they go in and they register a year, make, and model. You know, if the years are obvious, but a year make, if it's a Harley Davidson, it's a Harley Davidson.
Right.
You know, there's no specific spot for that. I think what we just have to have, they have to check the category, and the category is going to be, are they a modified or a stock bike? And that's going to be on that as well. They just got to pick the category they're in. So they're really to change anything? No, there's nothing to change.
Okay.
Good.
And Jeff and Linda, we have a DJ for entertainment for the whole day. And then we're gonna do a Quilts of Valor presentation for a couple vets. So there'll be some entertainment. Al's arranging a flyover after the national anthems played. So we got a lot of stuff going on.
These are
Sounds amazing.
these are things that when I go out to the clubs and let them know there's going to be a flyover, there's going to be a DJ there.
Let me,
There's going to be. These
go
are
ahead.
things I want to come and see.
Okay, let me share this thing.
I was going to say the flyer is going to have all that information on
well,
it.
I'm gonna post that up now because Kevin and Marilee have been working on this thing, and we got just it's not a final draft necessarily, but let me see if I can get this pulled up here.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I don't see anything.
Oh, that looks
I don't
Suddenly
see
my
anything.
whole
It's
screen
not
went
coming over
blue.
to you guys.
I
No,
can see it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
see it.
I guess I'm special. My whole screen went white.
Okay, well, just stay on. You can listen.
Okay,
It looks
I
very
am.
nice.
Thank you.
So it's a really nice
Should we
flyer.
change?
Karen, can you see that flyer?
That's very nice. Is there a bike on there?
Yes, I can see it.
Motorcycle.
I
Okay.
wonder, should we
Okay.
say bikes or should we say motorcycles?
Yeah, we need a motorcycle in the picture.
Yeah, we need a picture of a motorcycle there.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
I was.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, Alan, or how about you, Roy? Do me a favor and send me an email to add that.
Okay.
Add that, and should we change the bikes to motorcycles?
Yes, because people.
That's fine. Put that in there too, Rory.
Yeah, we don't want bicycles.
Yeah.
Well, the lowriders would bring them.
I said that might be in 2027 bicycles.
Okay.
Yeah, what's it?
So Jeff, that would be the flyer. It was a few more changes that need to be made.
And you know,
And it says military vendors should be military vehicles.
are they? No.
We need
I,
Yeah,
are they-
military vehicles.
I think they're
First
talking
one
about
down.
what your brother's going to have there, Roy.
Oh yeah, there'll be a couple of those guys, but
Yeah. One thing I wanted to mention to Jeff, you said something about the trifecta. A lot of people don't understand that.
Right.
Something we just started this year.
Yeah, you did that, Alan.
Yeah, we did it at the Scout Show. And what we decided to do instead, everybody does a 50-50. And you only have one winner, basically. And so what we did is instead of doing a 50-50, we did a trifecta. We divided the money 3 ways. And that way we had 2 winners the day of the show. And people kind of really liked that. So
I think that's a great idea.
I do too. I
Phenomenal
like it.
idea. I don't know how everybody knows what a 50-50 is.
right.
How do
So
you
we're gonna.
explain the trifecta?
If somebody says what that is, that now you know what it is.
It's got a little buzz name to it. That's
Yeah.
why we
I like
changed it. Alan had a really good idea. And
Yeah, I love
it brought a lot more money in too.
Yeah, I think the winners at the Scout Show, we had 144 cars at the Scout Show, and each of the winners took home $400.
Nice.
So
I got a question for you, Jeff, or Linda. Do the bikes do any events throughout the year? Are they just
Yes.
rides, or do they do shows, or what?
There's a ton of events going on. Oh, I shouldn't say a ton. There are quite a few events, usually very small, that they do. They get together, they have a poker run, they have a meeting, they have Thanksgiving Day turkey run, those kinds
Toy
of things.
runs.
Toy runs. There's a couple of groups that support the big toy run for Christmas. So there are events that go on during the year, but they're pretty much advertised just in the motorcycle community. They have a little calendar they do put out. I think they don't go to the dealers. They within their own clubs mostly. It's not a broad spectrum of all the riders in the community.
Alan, you know where I'm going with this?
No,
I was wondering, is there any way that we could have a chapter of the Nevada Car Coalition for motorcycles? And I don't know if that's a good idea, Kevin. You probably have your thoughts on that too.
why couldn't they just be part of the coalition?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, if they want to advertise, if you guys we'll have to talk about it, but if they want to get some real big exposure, I mean,
Sure.
Right.
we're a large organization for Northern Nevada.
Because we have, and Kevin is in charge of this, is everything has to be car related.
No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. I don't think it has to be car related. I mean,
It's up
we
to
could.
you. You're the boss in that department, brother.
No. Like, you know,
Oh,
like
Something happened to your mic. You're all probably
Hang on, Kevin, you're breaking up, Kevin. There you go. You're back.
All right, now try it.
I think if it's motor related, I think it's gonna show an interest. It doesn't have to be car related only.
Okay.
So I agree with that.
All right.
I
well,
agree
you're the
with you too. I think motorcycles could jump in there.
Yeah, Kevin,
Well,
you're
then
the one
when we get them
that
on,
approved
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
when we get them on in December, maybe that would be a good time, not only to talk about the summer salute, but to say, hey, guys, it's really simple for you guys to join this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Are you guys part of the coalition on Facebook, Jeff?
No.
Where's
Are you on
Rory?
Facebook?
No.
What the hell,
I'll
Rory?
fix it. I'll fix it.
Uh-oh,
I just
sorry,
talked to him
Rory.
yesterday.
You come over and want these guys to
That
do
Sunday.
work and they're not even joined?
We got a 1972 Chevy.
GMC.
Oh, GMC.
We don't care. It's just
No.
you got a car.
One thing on
Okay,
the,
we'll get signed up.
I'll get them on there.
Yes.
All right.
The flyer, we should make it $50 for a day of instead of 45. That's not a big deterrent.
Do you want me to go back to that thing? Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Just real quick, it was still up there.
Yeah, I agree. $50 a day of the show instead of 45.
Okay.
40
And then put a cutoff
for
date for the.
pre-register. Yeah,
It says 40.
40 for pre-register, and then 50 the day of the show. I think is what we talked about before.
Yeah.
And the
All right, well, Rory,
pre-registration.
send it to me, or have you been communicating with Mary Lee on it or not?
I can, no big deal.
Okay, well, just whatever, we just get her the changes so we can. And then when do we want to make this flyer public? We don't, probably not till December 1, right?
December 1st.
Yeah.
We should have the website done by then with Thomas, because Rory and Vicky are both working with him, and we're going to launch that December 1st. And I think that's when we need to put it out there. That way, people December 1st can actually start registering for the show.
Yeah.
We do have the domain registered. It's nevadacarcoalition.com. So it'll be ready to go hopefully by December 1st. I've been working with Thomas and Vicky on that.
Good. I'm glad we got that.
Marilee gets all the credit for that flyer too. I just gave suggestions.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're going to throw a motorcycle in there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, was that on the flyer? I don't remember.
No.
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 Okay.
No, not at the moment.
What-
Yeah,
It's
uh,
gonna be a-
let's
it's gonna be a
talk
Harley,
about
right,
it.
Dennis?
No.
Let's talk about a
Oh,
motorcycle.
picture. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah.
What kind of a motorcycle? Do you want to pick a Harley, or do you want a custom bike? Or
A Harley, that's it. There is no other kind of motorcycle, Dennis.
What about
God,
a
you
Suzuki?
spoke up. The hell's the matter with you? You never
What about
say
a
anything.
Suzuki? What about a Suzuki dirt bike? That'd be cool.
Or side by side.
It gotta be. You know what? It's hard for me because I really love the look of a full dress, and I really love the look of a chopper.
Yeah.
I have both.
So
We always advertised on ours Harley looking but generic, because there's a lot of different riders out there. But any kind of bike you put up there um, will catch anybody's attention that it is bike oriented also.
Okay. I like the
Yeah.
Fat Boy myself.
Motorcycles.
So, all right. Then Tim, guess what you can do?
Take a picture of my motorcycle for the
No, I
flyer.
don't want your damn
Oh.
motorcycle on there.
Well, you can't take one of the car.
Good one, Tim.
Give us a couple ideas, or give Mary a couple ideas, and we'll add it in there so we can, send it back out to the board to take a look at. Just we don't know what picture to take.
And then also, once you guys get that flyer done, we can also start going to the dealers and taking that flyer, and then also try and get some of the dealers to talk on the 9th.
Perfect.
we're not gonna make that all public until December 1st.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you guys want a copy of one just to talk, there's no problem with that. I don't.
Just as long as you would tell them that we can't go live until December 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can start at December 1. I'm good with that. I
Okay.
just want to talk with some of the dealers about maybe speaking or talking with you guys on the 9th.
Okay. Good.
And if we get it out year end, some of the dealers will have some advertising funds that they might want to spend for the end of the year.
Perfect. That'll be your donations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll let you guys. We have different. We've come up with a scale of a platinum donor, a gold, a silver, a bronze, that kind of thing. Different levels of sponsorships, because some of these people sponsor. They'll put up thousands of dollars.
And Rory was telling us a little bit about that. Like if you want to do a trophy, like $200 for a
But that's
trophy.
a trophy sponsorship. Yeah, I'm talking about cash sponsors.
Oh, okay.
And we have, I think Vicky put together a little template for donations.
Yeah.
So when it gets down to that time, you guys in your clubs go out there, for donations, and you'll run it through probably Rory, right? Would the donations go through you, Rory?
All
Yeah.
money goes through Rory.
Yeah. I've got it listed here. Bronze is 100 to 500, silver 501 to 1,000, gold 1,001 to 2,000, and platinum 2,001 up.
I think that sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah. Another thing, Jeff, is we also have, because of how this thing came about. As a matter of fact, Roy or Al, I'm going to do a quick version for Jeff so they know how we got involved with the summer salute, would you, Al?
I don't know if I remember.
Vicky's not there, so you're pretty much at a loss, buddy.
I am. I'm used to having her
Exactly.
talking in my ear.
Well, you should have asked me to come over. I could have done that.
Well, that's why I have Linda here right with me.
Yeah, exactly. She's filling in for Vic.
Vicky's usually right here, but she's out of town.
You guys can't see what I'm telling him to say. I'm writing down right here, right?
Yeah, perfect.
The summer salute, and I don't even know how long they've been doing it. They did it up until 2 years ago. They didn't do it last year or this year.
COVID year.
Was that the year? No, it wasn't COVID. That
20th or the 2020, they didn't do it either. They started back in.
Oh yeah, they had to skip a
22.
year.
Yeah.
But they contacted the coalition about helping because this is what we do. We try to help clubs promote their events, and they contacted us wanting some help, but they wanted more than just posting stuff on Facebook. So we went up to visit with them, and they had some internal issues as well, and we didn't want to get involved in that. We don't fix clubs, we just help clubs. And they made some changes in their club. And during that, from the first time we talked to the next time we talked, they decided, well, instead of you guys helping us, why doesn't the coalition just take it over? So that's how we ended up with this. We've discussed it at a couple of meetings and finally voted on it. And then they signed it all over to us, so that we could, because we had to secure the park. San Rafael Park's a big deal. There's a lot of room out there, and you need that kind of a park for this kind of a show. Our goal this next year is to make this the largest single day car event in the state.
Nice.
And I don't see any reason why we won't make that easily. And what we did, and last month, we had the clubs come together. We're getting all the individual clubs to help put this together. Because there's a lot of, different areas that need attention, parking and so forth. And clubs that do participate, the coalition is going to make a donation to those clubs because it does cost money to keep a club operating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not going to break the bank. It's not going to be a big sum of money, but it'll be something for helping out. And I think that was it. That's how we ended up where we are.
And so with that, you guys, that's something that we would want the motorcycle clubs to really get involved with. In other words, to fill some of those voids that we have for putting this show on.
Okay.
And we do have we got a list going right now of things that we've already filled and things that are vacant. And Rory, you got that probably. You can send to them maybe next month. I don't know.
And we've kind of started automating a lot of things like for our registration. We don't worry about pre-registration because that's all done through Eventbrite. That's just going to be awesome. Another thing is this young fellow that Rory and Tess went to a car show and met this young fella named Thomas, who came up with this voting system, which we tried at the Scout Show this year. And oh my goodness, what a time saver.
The QR codes? Rory was telling us about QR codes.
QR codes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 months ago, I didn't even know what a QR code was. But like after a show and Marnie, Kevin's wife, we went and helped them with a show up in Reno. And at the, towards the end of the show, there's Marnie and some lady, one page at a time, click, click, click. And my wife used to do the same thing. She did it on a computer, but it was still, she had to click, click, click. And we tried it at the Scout Show, and about a half an hour before the award ceremony, I said, have you got my list of awards yet? Oh, no. She went over to her computer. Not even 10 minutes, she came back with the list. It was done. She just hit a couple of buttons. And now they fixed it even more because she had to figure out who had the most points. Now you just hit another button and it tells you who had the most points without having to go look for it.
Wow.
And she can just hit print it out and it's done.
That's your presentation list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, my question on that is will each individual vehicle have their own QR code? Is that how that's handled?
Each individual car has a number.
Oh, okay.
Starting with number 1. And people go around, they get a little voting sheet. They go around and they, instead of being on the phone the whole time, they go around and they check all the numbers. I want car number such and such in this class and car number such and such in this class. And then we're all done. Then they hit the QR code, which will be on that piece of paper. And then they just fill in the blanks on their phone. And it automatically goes in. And we had an issue with one of the shows where it got hacked. But now we can put a perimeter on it. Yeah, somebody had sent the QR code to their buddies somewhere else. And they
Facebook, yeah.
And but now, like there's always those people, And so now they can put a perimeter around San Rafael Park. So if you're in downtown Reno, you can't vote. You have to be in the park to vote.
Oh, that's good. That's
So-
very good.
Yeah, automation is making it a lot easier in that aspect.
Yeah.
Well, you guys certainly seem organized, and that's kind of my passion. Is I like being organized in things that we do, and I'm the organizer.
Oh, so it sounds like she can do the minutes of the meeting. Vicky while she's out of town, Al.
No, Vicky wouldn't mind that at all. She's got too much going on anyway.
For the next couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah, she'll be out
Yes,
of
and I'm very familiar with AI. I've been doing some mastermind classes. So if anybody's interested in doing something with that, marketing, so on and so forth.
I have a question. What's AI?
Oh,
That would be you, Al. That would be you, Al.
that's Al.
Hey, Rory, do you have that AI generated thing from you? Because I can't pull it up.
What is
Kamala
it?
said it's two different words, two letters for two different words.
Yeah, do you have that thing that AI generated for you?
Oh, I can't pull it up.
No, I can't either. So
I don't know how to do that.
I'll tell you, it's amazing. It's what's up and coming up.
Pretty
And,
amazing.
A little bio of
Yeah.
the car club, how the coalition or what the coalition does. And then I sent it to Dennis. He had Marilee run it through AI and it came back with this whole different thing with what I said, but very eloquently. It was amazing.
Yep.
Pretty amazing. Yeah.
It does. It does.
Yeah. So,
Just did it.
all right. Anything else, guys?
Who would we direct as we go through this process? Who would we direct questions to or try to get answers from? Who would you like us to stay in contact with?
Is this real as a question for the motorcycles?
Yes.
I would say Rory.
Yep.
If
Okay.
you guys are all, Kevin, you okay with that? And Al and, Rich?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm
if we have
here and I
questions,
get volunteered for
Sorry.
stuff.
say again.
I said, I'm here listening and I get volunteered for stuff.
That's right, brother. Think what happens when you go out of town.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, all of you, very much. We'll probably hang out and watch the rest of the meeting, but
Okay,
Thank
hang
you.
on one second. I want to introduce a couple of other people. Rich, tell them what you do. Tell them what you, Rich is he's halftime here in Dayton. And now, Rich, where are you at now?
Oh, North Fort Myers, Florida.
oh wow.
It's 85, probably outside right now. It was 90 earlier today, and
All right, that's enough.
it's warm.
It was 24 here this morning. Thank you.
And Rich, tell them where you went this weekend.
This weekend, well, I have a grandson at University of Kansas or KU, so it just happened to coincide with a Chiefs game, so I had to watch that.
You
in
had
person.
to. You just had to, didn't you?
Just had to, yeah.
We
We
were
had
in
a great time.
Florida.
It was a fun weekend.
Nice. We were in Florida last month for our grandson. He graduated from cybersecurity naval.
Oh, wow.
There at the base,
Up in Pensacola,
Pensacola.
yeah,
It was beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice weather. But anyway, my job is supposed to be not organizing, but kind of tracking events. So I have a calendar that I do on a monthly basis that has all the events that I can find out about and I send it out and post it. I'm listening to this motorcycle conversation and thinking, how am I going to add 10, 20, 30 events for motorcycles to this calendar? Because I think it would be pretty interesting. I just want to, I just throw this out, maybe color code the motorcycle events so they're highlighted a little differently than the car events or something like that. So that'll be something I'll be thinking about over the next few months.
Yeah. Maybe even a little bit different font. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. Just so you can glance at it really easy.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's a big job.
It
What
keeps
you
me
do.
busy.
I bet.
He does a good job of keeping us organized for sure. Alan, they all know you, but go ahead.
Well, I do whatever I'm told to do by the president,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
the almighty president.
Put that hat back on. Blinded me.
Wait a minute, Al. I think you're the one who tells everybody else what to do.
Thank you,
Not me,
Rich.
brother.
Thank you.
Not me, brother. I'm just an innocent bystander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only met you once, Al, and I don't believe that.
Exactly. Yeah. Kevin,
So,
you're up,
okay,
bud.
Al, what are you in charge of? Are you in charge of anything?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I just kind of oversee a lot of stuff and I just do what everybody needs me to do. I guess that's what the vice president does.
There you
Vice
go.
president's controlling everything. He
You know,
does everything.
my wife, Vicky, who's not here, is the secretary, and she keeps the notes and works with everybody putting things together for the shows. And she does a lot because we're involved
Does
with
a
a lot
lot.
of car
Yeah.
stuff and a lot of car clubs. Where we're involved in 3 different car clubs now. And so that's all we just live and breathe cars. That's it. So.
Kevin.
Very nice.
Hey, yeah, my name's Kevin. I'm actually the president of Northern Nevada Classics. I have my own car club here in Reno Sparks, but I am for the coalition in charge of the media. So anything that gets promoted and puts out there as far as our events, upcoming events, or this summer salute that's coming up, I'm posting it out there and putting it out there to the public. I'm also in charge of the Facebook page that brings in all new requests, anyone that wants to come in, or I also approve any posts that come through. So I'm like Rich, I'm also thinking about how I can promote motorcycle groups and clubs and solo riders that come through to get their events out there as well. So and I'm like Alan, I do what I'm told to do, but I do have my own freedom to do what I need to do on the media
Broke up again.
page and on the Facebook page. So
And then Kevin, you kind of broke up there when you come back.
did you catch all that?
Yeah,
No, but
we got it. But
most of it.
Yeah.
Marnie.
Most of it. Marnie, my wife, is the photographer. She's out in the kitchen right now cooking me a nice meal. But she takes all the pictures and puts up all the posts of all our events and everything that we have going on. I actually bought her a camera because she likes to hike and go out in the mountains, and that was what the camera was for. But it ended up turning into her photography for the coalition and for Northern Nevada Classics. So she's become really good at it and showed me a lot of tips on how to take some good
Really
pictures.
good. I mean, her pictures
Yeah.
are phenomenal at the shows.
Wow.
Yeah, really good. I mean, that's a really important part those two play for sure. Rory, you know the Jeff and Linda, but you and your wife.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with my internet. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm the treasurer, so I have to pay out all our bills and collect the money coming in. And my wife Tess, she does we call it assistant director or associate director, along with Mary Lee, Dennis's wife. They kind of do whatever they need to do to help the club out, like the poster or coming up with ideas and just supporting whatever anybody needs within the club, the coalition.
Dennis, Tim's trying to get back in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So it must not be just me. There must be the internet tonight.
Yeah.
Must be.
Yeah, 'cause he got cut out. So
Yeah, let's get Tim on there before you go hang up. Jeff and Linda, we'll get Tim on here. Just want you to know, in case you guys go out and talk to your people, this is I got to tell you, I'm so happy to be part of this organization. These people that run this are so strong. I mean, and everybody has their own little niche, and comes together as a wonderful, wonderful group of people.
It appears that way. It
I'm
really
really
does.
honored. I really am.
Progress.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because we like Kevin said, he's the president of his club. Rory's the president of a club. Besides being the vice president of this, I'm the president of Inliners International, which is a car club in 3 countries that has to do with inline engines.
Wow.
And then January 1, I'll be the president of the local Antique Automobile Club of America chapter. So
Wow.
we're busy. Are you there?
Yeah, yeah, we
Oh
can
my
hear you.
gosh.
Tim, are you there?
Yeah, I'm back on. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, wait a minute, wait. I gotta get rid of you here on this one. Trying to mute you here. Okay. So Tim, we went around the block here. Why don't you tell Jeff and Linda, just so they can carry it back to their car clubs? We all went around the block with the directors, your position, your wife's, and what part you play.
My wife is my support, but other than that, I'm a director at large, and so whatever needs to be done, then I'll take care of that.
Nice. And Tim, what's your wife's name?
Sylvia.
Thank you.
She's in California.
Yep.
Okay.
Everybody's wives are leaving us.
Yeah. Taking off.
You wonder why?
She's down at her mom's. Our granddaughter has a play that's she wanted grandma to go to opening night and all that stuff, and we'll be down there for
good.
Thanksgiving.
Good. So you're by yourself for Thanksgiving?
No, I'll be down there too. We're having some work done around the house, having a gate put up and stuff, and so I had to stay here for that. Plus, I don't want to go down there till I get over this flu thing or whatever it is.
Yeah. So on the lighter side here, not totally coalition related, Alan and Vicky and I and Mary Lee ran through the Sparks Marina RV park, right, Al?
Yeah, nice place.
So we're going to, for the summer salute, after we're done with the summer salute, go spend a couple nights there in the RVs, because we plan on bringing the RVs to the park, because we're a long ways away from Reno. So
yes,
we're going to spend the night there, and then after the show's over, go on over to the Sparks Marina for a couple nights. And Kevin, you're right around the corner from Sparks Marina, buddy.
Yeah, you're right down the street from me.
Yeah, so we can plan on maybe doing a barbecue. If it's cold, they've got an indoor place that we can use. They got a clubhouse kind of thing. So we can get together with all of, our directors, whoever wants to come. So we'll be making reservations for that. Probably this week, huh, Al?
The sooner the better, because first we got to find out who's coming so we know how many spots and see if we can get them all together.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, anybody have anything else?
A quick one for Rory. Speaking of Thanksgiving, are you going to Thanksgiving with us?
No, we're gonna have ours here, but Christmas morning we'll be there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
You're good. Go ahead.
I assume Vicky did the updates from the meeting last Sunday on events.
She did them at the meeting, and then she did a couple of adjustments after the meeting.
Could you get her to send me that list?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I might be able to do that myself. So, but I'll
Really? You've said that to a lot of people, Alan. I don't know, but
yeah.
You gotta call Vicky first.
If you don't have it by tomorrow morning, Rich, send me an email to remind me when she gets back to have her do it. Well, actually, I can tell her. I might even talk to her tonight if she doesn't forget about me. I'll make a note.
Thank you.
this is how you make notes.
That's how you do it, buddy.
That's right.
Hey,
You
where'd you
know,
get
if
that
you-
pen?
Stickies.
If you need a pen, I know where you can get
Yeah,
one.
where'd you get the pen, Al?
This one is a Carson Valley Inn pen, but it's the old style. If you
Where's
want
your
the
bag?
if you want the new style, you can get them like this.
And since you're on stage,
It's
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go to hell for stealing.
Tell them how you got them.
We go to breakfast at Carson Valley Inn on Wednesday mornings. There's a group of us been going for a long time, and I always take a few pens. And it started out as a joke, and now I have 4 of these bags full. I'll be starting on my 5th bag in a couple of weeks.
And we keep
If
asking
anybody
them to
needs
put them in. We keep asking them to put them
anybody
in the
needs a
goodie bag.
pen, I have pens. There's
Be
3
careful,
different
Goodie
kinds.
bags. I
Yeah,
understand our club is in charge of goodie bags, so that would be a really good thing to have.
I thought about just taking the bags back and just dumping them on their counter.
Nope, nope, keep them, please.
Tell them you're doing advertising for them.
Yeah, I should go tell
They
them
might
to
get their
pay
couple
me.
of free bags.
Right. Hmm.
Gosh.
All right, guys.
I have a
Sign off.
commercial
This will
announcement.
be up on the Rory. Get them on our Facebook page so they can
I will.
see what this recording. They can share it with their car.
Rory's got something else,
bike
Dennis.
groups.
Rory's got something else. What was that, Rory?
Yes, I have a commercial announcement. Honor Flight Nevada's hosting a luncheon on November 23rd at 11:30 at Atlantis. And following the luncheon at 2 o'clock, they're going to have a Gold Star family Christmas tree up. I'll be there for both of those events, and that's who we're supporting. So if anybody wants to go into that, honorflightnevada.org for the luncheon tickets. They're $35 each. And then the Gold Star family Christmas tree is a free event. You'll watch them put all the pictures
Hang on, baby.
of people lost at war on the tree. It's an emotional event.
Hmm.
Well worth it. The lunch is amazing. The
Yeah, they're
Atlanta.
very good.
Rory, what date was that?
November 23rd, 11:30 at the Atlantis.
We'll be there, Rory. We already bought our tickets.
Yeah, we did too.
Good.
I have one more thing to add as well, for all of us. I spoke with Donna Doss this morning about the Quilts of Valor for the Summer Salute. She does have one person in mind. We are looking for one other person. If Rory or anyone has somebody else in mind who has not received a quilt, the person she has chose is from the Korean War.
Wow.
And she feels is very qualified for this quilt, and she's got a strong feeling about it, so she's going with it. And that's that. But if there's anyone else that you feel out there that is someone that you want in mind for one more,
Okay.
we one more we're looking for. One more
Okay.
that you guys are feeling that we want to be a part of this.
Yeah, we just want to probably find somebody that's going to be at the show that day.
Yeah, and they have to be at the show that day. They also they cannot have already received a quilt. So we
Right.
got to make sure that before we bring anyone else in. But Donna's asking for our help on that. She's still on the lookout for one more that would be able to make this event.
I think Thursday we can find somebody at the donut shop, Rory.
Yeah.
We
Well,
have a
I'm
gentleman
going to
in our
reach out
club.
to Jeff and Lynn. Do you think there's anybody in the motorcycle group that would be? Kevin, what's the requirements to receive a quilt? Do you know?
You have to be a veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you have to
Well-
participate in a show?
Well, they don't have to necessarily partake in the show, but they need to be there for our presentation of the show. So they have to be
Oh, no.
And you broke up again.
to be able to come to
He's still talking.
I know.
they do have. I could hear you, Alan.
Okay, go ahead.
Am I
You're
breaking up?
breaking up all over the place.
So
Hang
Still
on one
breaking up,
second.
Kevin.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Dawson?
Yeah,
They do need to fill out an application through Donna Dawson.
Okay, if we think
We'll
of
figure it
anybody,
out.
Well, I'm just
Motorcycle
thinking,
wise.
you guys, you want a way to lock in the motorcycle group? That's the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Charlotte
is the
has.
way. Bringing
Yeah.
the motorcycles in and never go to shows, and then all of a sudden somebody that's a vet receives the quilt. That's pretty big.
huge. Yeah.
Dennis, Charlie has a question or comment.
Yes, I was just going to state that we have an older gentleman in our club who is a veteran, and I don't believe he's ever received a quilt. So, if you can't find someone else, please come back to me and I'll give you his name and information. And I can make sure he gets out to the show that day because he's diabetic, on oxygen, etc. So he can't stay out there for hours. But if he could get out there for the time of the presentation, I think he'd really love to be presented a quilt.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah.
Now,
Now we
Now-
can.
They just need to fill out an application through Donna.
Okay.
Something to eat, and when you're done eating, give me a call. I should be.
And how do we get a hold of Donna?
Oh my God! So I'm afraid to say anything anymore. Rory, can you speak on me for me?
Yeah, let me get her their email up here real quick.
All right, baby. Call me when you get something to eat.
Let me try and find it. Oops.
Got awful quiet.
Yeah, I'm
it did.
looking. I'm
Hey,
looking at my
Rory,
phone
this
real
is
quick.
Karen. Hey,
Yeah,
Rory.
Karen, we can hear you.
I believe Donna Dawson's contact information is on the sign-up sheet from the Automobile Museum because she did do
Should be. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
there.
and I can give that to Charlie because I have that because Vicky provided that.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Thank you, Karen.
Donna and
Appreciate
Don
that.
Doss.
I do have the information, but I keep breaking it up, so I don't want to keep speaking.
God, you sound really good now.
Yeah.
Hang on one second. It's all that comes up with phones. Anyway, yeah, I have it. If you can't find it, Karen, let me know.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead
Also,
and sign
one more
off.
thing. One more thing. I have Trophy Girl. She can be Marilyn Monroe, Sandra Dee, or Jessica Rabbit and give out our trophies.
Now, and tell them about your other girl that you talked to down there, Toad's girlfriend. Rory.
Do what?
Toad's girlfriend. Who's that you were gonna? Gosh darn it! I can't remember her name from American Graffiti.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Cindy Clark, who was Debbie in American Graffiti. She will come up and have a booth if we pay her airfare and 2 nights at a hotel, and she'll do the event for free, sign autographs and things. She charges for that. That's how she makes her money. If we want to do that.
Cool.
Okay, so can I just clarify? It's Dawn and Donna, Dodd, Dodd.
DOSS.
Oh, well, I think that's a typo then.
DOS. And
Kevin, can you just listen to this? Is it Donna D3322 at spcglobal.net?
sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Because Vicky has her on here as Dodd as the last name. But if that's incorrect, then I'll just make sure that that gets corrected.
Yeah, it's
Because the
Dodds.
D's next to the S on the keyboard.
Exactly.
How do you
So-
know that?
So I'm looking at a keyboard right
Because
here.
he's looking at a keyboard, right? Thank you. I'll make sure that I get that to Charlie.
Thank you.
All
Uh-huh.
right. Anybody have anything else?
I'd just like to say we're very thankful to have the opportunity to partner with you guys to support veterans.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, Roy's got some work to do with you guys to get you signed up on Facebook. Rory.
It's not hard.
Yeah. So, all right, guys.
Okay,
Well,
and
great
I wanna
meeting.
thank-
Well, this will be posted up tonight, so it'll be on Facebook. Once Rory decides to get you guys involved, then you'll be able to look at it.
Thank you
All right,
guys.
guys. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Guys later.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.